Hey, it's Jim again from Dickey's. It's Morel season, so we're cooking up some more Morels. But I thought I'd take a minute and just kind of show you the difference and what to look for with fresh Morels. The biggest reason why you need to really wash these well is because you get a lot of hitchhikers. You get a lot of little bugs that like to climb into these because they're hollow. And remember the old saying, if it isn't hollow, don't swallow. So that's a whole Morel here. Okay, beautiful shape, beautiful color, and we cut those in half lengthwise because that will show up, and any bugs that may have crawled into the Morels will show up. And so we cut them in half, wash them good, and today we're going to make a Morel pizza. So, how you doing? It's Jim from Dickey's. It's Morel season still, April 30th, 2011, and when we've got fresh Morels, we're going to cook with them. So today's recipe is a fresh Morel pizza with arugula, 4 different kinds of cheeses. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, first step is we're going to saute some onions. We're going to caramelize them really well, and I'm going to use half Morel butter, which we learned last time was a combination of cooked morel mushrooms, chives, gorgonzola cheese, and whole unsalted butter. So we're going to heat that up. We're going to add our Vidalia onions. You can use yellow onions, red onions, whatever works for you. We're going to slow cook those for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or until the onions are golden brown. What you want is a real nice caramelization, and that's going to add really nice sweet flavor to that's going to be a base for our pizza. Alright, so as you can see, the onions are getting nice and caramelized, and we're going to add the Morels now. And I wanted to wait to put the Morels in until the onions start to caramelize because I don't want to overcook the Morels. So we're just going to add these beautiful Morels, all of them. And I'm going to add about 2 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. And of course it wouldn't be a Dickey's recipe without a little Dickey's seasoning. We're going to add some horse shroom, which has 4 different kinds of mushrooms. That has morel, porcini, chanterelle, and maitake mushrooms, and a little morel seasoning, because you can never have enough morel, right? I'm going to toss those a little bit. And we're going to let those cook down until the Morels get nice and soft, release their juices, and then we're going to add a little bit of cream and a little bit of booze, because booze always makes food taste better. Alright, we're back. So you can see the Morels have gotten nice and soft. Release a lot of the juices there, and I'm going to add a little bit of spiced rum just to add some nice sweetness to it, and I'm going to flame that up. Okay, now we're just going to add a little half and half, and let that reduce down a little bit. So as you can see, the cream has reduced, the juices have reduced, and now we have a real nice thick morel, onion, and garlic mixture that's going to be beautiful on our flatbread pizza, which we're going to make and put together right now. Cut. Go. Here we are, it's time to put the pizza together. So what I have here is a flatbread pizza. It's called lavash, and you can buy that at a lot of either ethnic grocery stores or grocery stores that carry a lot of ethnic kind of Greek bread items or flatbread. If you can't find this product, you can also use a pita-like bread here, or just a plain pita bread would also work well. So We're going to start by taking this flatbread, and because these are so thin, what I'm going to do is just brush half of it with little egg that's going to act as glue so that both sides will stick together. And I'm just going to fold that over and seal that. Alright, and I have that on my pizza pan right now so that I can put that right into the oven. Now we're just going to spoon those wonderful morels and onions and garlic that we've cooked over the top. And I wouldn't normally put raw morels on here because they tend to give up too much moisture, and you have to have your morels cooked. You cannot cook or eat raw morels, you'll get sick. And so it's a good idea to have your morels cooked first, because this pizza is going to cook at a pretty high temperature for just a few minutes. Alright, so we've got our morels there. Now I'm just going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese, some aged Swiss cheese, and about 1/4 cup of each. You don't need a ton of cheese because really the hero is the mushroom here. You want to taste the morels, and the cheese is just going to act kind of as a glue and extra richness and flavor for that. And a little bit of this Morel leek cheese, because we're not doing morels once or twice, we're doing them 3 times with this pizza. A little bit of that. Heck, let's just put it all on, shall we? Alright. And some little grape tomatoes, red, yellow. You can use regular tomatoes, Roman tomatoes, whatever floats your boat. But the acid in the tomatoes is going to be a great contrast to the real richness of the cheeses and of the cream and the mushrooms. So, alright, we're going to do one quick sprinkle of a little bit more forced shroom. Not a lot, just enough. And this baby's going in the oven for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees, and or until it's nice and golden brown. Okay, here we go. Finished pizza. Morel, caramelized onion, 4 cheeses, baby tomatoes, and we're going to finish this off with a little fresh arugula. It's going to add a nice pepperiness to the pizza, and some freshness and some beautiful color. A little bit extra fresh ground black pepper. And to add another mushroom, a little drizzle of white truffle oil to really push it over the top. This is Jim from Dickey saying, don't forget to shroom your food. Killer. Enjoy.